Shashwat, you have asked few questions that I have spoken about the observation, but I didn't speak about the devotion and the sense of abandon, creation, and you also asked that what should be the first thought when you get up early in the morning, and what should be the last thought when you go to sleep. The last thought before sleeping and the first thought you get up. You have also asked that when you go to restaurant and such busy places, your energy, your vital energy is robbed, is stolen by these people which you have said like vampires. They suck your energy and you feel bad. You also asked that why I prefer to live in forest, in jungle, why I used to go in forests, and why I live in a small village in nature. So listen carefully with all your energy, whatsoever you energy have, little or full, put it all. Listen holistically with all your body, mind and soul. And during listening, do not interpret. Don't translate these things, what I am going to say you, through your accumulated knowledge. Do not listen it through your traditional knowledge of scriptures or past masters. Do not listen it through the glass of your judgments. While listening free from the prejudices, the social prejudices, which are likes and dislikes. But listen from every cell, from every hair of your body. As you are swimming and jumping in the water, your whole body is in the water. It's not isolated from the water. So listening should be showered on you. Then this listening itself can break down your pattern, your long depression which you are a victim of can be broken down immediately. Because darkness can be broken down within seconds. It exists so long you are living in ignorance, in the light of ignorance, in the light of darkness. Otherwise, darkness is not so stronger. You support it, that's why it is stronger. I emphasize every time how to listen. Listening is the only healings, true healings. Now let's go into your questions. Devotion is driven from divine. Divine means the person who lives the life of purity, whose mind is universal. So when you live divine life, then you can devote. Then you have devotion. Otherwise, if you lead a contradictive life and then you devote or you have devotion to some things, some god or some guru or some master, then this devotion will create their contradiction and you will run away on the way, from the way. So do not devote, do not pursue the devotion, but the devotion will come, follow you when you start living divine life. Divine life means the holistic life which has no contradiction. And you have asked the sense of abandon. You know, you have not learned, most people have not learned the art of letting go things. You hold on the past. You don't know to discard something, to leave something forever, to end something. You don't know how to end something. Ending the continuation. The continuity should be end, should be left. Because in the process of cleansing your brain cells, you should discard many unnecessary things. You have to delete lots of accumulations, because these accumulations take place in your brain cells and they occupy lots of space. So you don't have much space in your brain cells. So your brain cells need lots of space, free from accumulations. So this is the abandonment. If you can learn the art of letting go, leaving the things, then your brain will not be loaded by the past. It will be very light, burden free. You have asked, what is the creation? Creation is the destruction. Creation takes place on the ground of total destructions. Through destruction, all false knowledge and all your memories, psychological hurts, wounds, everything destroyed. And what is destruction in the real sense of the word? Not destruction means, I mean, physical things, but destruction, I mean, from here, to destroy your consciousness, which is filled by worldly things. That destruction is essential and necessary, so the creation can take place. You cannot create. If you create, it will be invention but not creation. Creation comes when there is vast space in your brain, when your mind is free, has no burden from society and this world in which we are living, which is made of wars and hatred and isolation and endless suffering. The suffering for you and the suffering for others. When this stuff is destroyed in your consciousness, then your consciousness is empty, and this emptiness goes through tremendous transformation. This is the real change. And how to destroy this stuff, old stuff, psychological contents, is being attentive to this stuff. It's the destruction of this stuff, these things. Being attentive, just so simple. But do not ask me now how to be attentive. Then you will move in mechanical process. Just be attentive little bit, whensoever you can. At all the time, it has no times. Because this stuff is there because you are not attentive. All the darkness and ignorance in your consciousness remains because of inattentive state of your mind. In attention, these things are destroyed, and then creation takes place, real, which is not the creation of self-motivated, self-induced, but real creation which is universal. Therefore, creation is destruction. What should be the first and the last thought before and after get up? When you go to sleep, before you go to sleep, you should go and sleep that this is the last night, maybe you will never wake up in next morning, because many people, they slept last night and today for them ended with the death. Millions people in this moment died. Who knows that you could be that person and the other, or me, or anybody. So because sleeping is also, when you sleep you don't know you are alive. Sleeping is a short death. In sleeping you get up early in the morning. In death you do not get up in the morning, but in both situation you don't know where are you, where you are. And when you get up early morning, then start with the first thought that this is the day you have got to live. So live like one day like 100 years, without friction, without problems, without much thought. Just live so intensely every moment. By paying attention to every act you perform, every word you utter and talk, during your food, lunch, dinner, talking, working, keep watching. Do not witness. Witness or sakshi is a false. But life is living, not sakshi, not witness. You have to live. You should participate. You should take part. At witness you are standing like on the bank of the river and watching the water. Not like that. Like, it is totally false. But watching means that you are observing a tree, and between you and tree there is no word, only watching. Then this watching I mean, and listening. So when you go to sleep, end up your all thought from past. Do not carry in the night. End it totally, that it is the end, because you don't know tomorrow you will see the sunrise or not. Say goodbye to all your memories, your past, your all so-called relations which are based on suffering. Your whole family is created by human families out of your ignorance and suffering. You get married because you want something. So you create the family which is the cause of your deterioration. So end up it as a last thought. In morning start that it is your new beginning, new life begins. And watching full moon cleans your brain cells. Watch it without the watcher, which you are the watcher. Watcher means you. You should not be present there, only watching the moon. So there will be no distance between you and the moon, because the watcher which you are creates the distance. Watcher means thought. When the thought comes, then you are distance of move away from the watching process of watching from the moon, and you cannot watch then. Just watch like this. why forest is rejuvenating you, why forest and jungle is the place of healings. Because there is no judgment, there is no thought, there is only pure energy. Animals are living not Hippocratic like you, like this world. They are what they are. A lion is lion, a tiger is tiger, but a man is not man. He has different personalities. So this contrast energy in this world creates tremendous evil energy, and it destroys you and others. When you leave it and go to jungle and forest, the forest welcomes you, and you can be silent there. Watch, observe this dense jungle forest and listen the roars of tigers, elephants, and the colors which can heal you. So you know why I preferred to go forest, and here to a small village why I moved. Because living in big cities, this vulgarity and less space, people are living like rats. So many people living in one house, they don't have much space. That's why this is one of the reasons why this world is full of violence. Because when there is no place, there will be violence. Also, when your space here, brain is filled with all the contents of the society, then there will be violence. When you follow wrong things, lots of this garbage which you have as traditional accumulated, you will end up with the violence. Your behavior will show it. You will run away. So much space is needed, physically as well as psychologically. Most people have no gardens, no trees. They are living in concrete flats because they are inside themselves are concrete like cement. You have asked that you had also the heightened energy. You have seen also happiness and anand, but then afterwards it gone. Many people walk few steps, they feel good, but their habits, their I self is so strong, their judgment is so strong. They return back. They give lots of reasons for it. So, standing like Himalayas and totally stable, integrated, it's very difficult. To pursue continuous, it's very difficult for human mind. So you have few moments or sometime you feel good, but then you return again. It is exactly happening every moment. Few people with me walk, they walk with me, lots of people walk, and few my friends, 1 or 2 weeks or 1 month, they are very friendly and very much devoted, and then they finish. You don't hear about them. They withdraw in the darkness, giving their traditional meanings why, which is just has no meanings. But to stand alone in the great storm, stay in the front of the great thunderbolt without deviation, whatsoever can come, not to leave, then you have taken first step. Understand what I am saying and listen. This what I am saying. Lots of time, every time you will feel that you are listening at the first time, as you have returned that it took 17 years that you starting understanding me now, what I am talking. Actually, it should not take time. You can grasp it immediately. It is very simple. Because I am talking very simple language, the language of daily life. This is not the language of knowledge. And this is not the language of lectures, which gives you informations and gives you more knowledge. I am not giving you the knowledge. I am taking your knowledge away. Because knowledge is the cause of your suffering. Knowledge is dangerous. Knowledge is only good at mechanical level. Mechanical know-how to repair or to build some material things. That knowledge is beneficial, such as medicine and other mechanical, but the knowledge at thought level, that you know, that you have illusion that you know, is dangerous. You know nothing. What do you know? You have just read some scriptures or heard some all this so-called spiritual nonsense, and then you think you know. Nobody knows. And the person who says that I know, he knows nothing. What can you know? Known is very much limited. I don't know anything. What I am talking right now is I don't know. The next verse, what I am going to say. It is not pre-planned, pre-prepared. So you must be totally free from the things which you think you know. Then you are innocent, you know. When you have this courage to say I don't know, then real things starts. Therefore, go sometime forest when you have opportunities. Heal yourself. Break down the vicious circle in which you have got caught. And Shashwat, you have got caught in the rut. Do not struggle in the rut, but just gather the energy, watch the nature of the rut, the structure. Just watch silently, because silently means you start gathering the vital energy, and that vital energy explodes and the structure is burned down. That is destruction. Then it never forms again. Do it, because when you wait long time, then time is itself conditioning. Time is repetition. All your brain cells got conditioned due to repetition. Your brain got tired, tortured, fatigue, burnout, wear out due to repetition. Never repeat anything, never repeat a same meditation next day. This constant repetition